Back at the World Professional Gymnastics Championship, our leader after one rotation, Dominique Dawes, right on her heels, Podkopayeva, Boginskaya, and Miller. A reminder, this is a two-day event. Tomorrow, we'll bring you the conclusion and crown the champions at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Set to start off the second rotation for the women. Two-time Olympian and three-time national champion on bars, Dominique Dawes. And she is one powerful gymnast.
Dominique Dawes.
In women's uneven bars, under these rules, they must have 2 releases, 2 bar changes, and 1 direction change. The minimum requirement on uneven bars. Getting up to the high bar. You'll see almost all the work for the girls is done on the high bar. Giant full pirouette, 1.5 turn. Shoots back up to the high bar. Kip. A little flat on the cast a handstand. There's her giant. And double tuck. Not a very powerful routine normally that we would see from Dominique. We'll see how she scores, though.
Dominique Dawes, been in gymnastics since she was 6 years old. Used to tumble around the house a lot.
Her dismount was a double tuck. Nicely done. Easy landing. No problem.
And the score for Dominique Dawes.
And Dominique Dawes scores a 9.875 on the bars. Here's Amy Chow, 18 years old, from San Jose, California, won the silver in this event in Atlanta.
In fact, I thought her performance in Atlanta should have won the gold medal. It was a spectacular performance. Skills named after her. The Chow, which is a stalder to a pirouette with a 1.5 twist. Her dismount's also named after her. Let's see if she does it too. There's the stalder. Pirouette half turn. Front flip catch. Kip up from the low bar. Here's a kip to handstand. Let's watch the dismount. The giant. Good wind up. Full in, back out. Not quite the same dismount she used in Atlanta where she did a double twisting double back flip. She does that with ease.
Amy Chow, the first Asian American to win a gymnastics medal at the Olympics.
Here's her release. It's a pike front Jaeger salto. Catches it perfectly. Throws her right back down to that low bar.
19 years old in just 2. And the score for...
And the judges award Chow with a 9.975. Up now, Svetlana Boginskaya. She's been around for a while, long enough to collect 12 Olympic and World Championship medals.
I've been really impressed with how much she keeps herself so disciplined, staying in great shape. Beautiful giant. She's got the most elegant toe point, just like a razor, just so sharp, her toes. Hit the handstand very well going into that low bar. There's a kip up to the high bar. Giant, giant. Here's her dismount. Double layout. Very well done. Little hop in the landing, but that's difficult to get that tall body around in the double layout on the uneven bars. Very difficult dismount.
Svetlana with her coach, Bella Caroli. She'd like to open up her own gym one day.
Now we'll take a look at her release move. It's a giant. It's called the Tkachev, named after a former Soviet gymnast. Here's her hand shooting up. Half turn, full pirouette over the bar. Her dismount was a double layout, very difficult. She's a tall gymnast for a female gymnast. There's a double layout, gets it around, little hop on the end. Still nicely done.
And for Boginskaya, it's a 9.875.
9.875.
Here's Borden, started her career kind of late for a gymnast. Not until she was 7 years old.
Yes, many of them start very young. And there's her front Jaeger catch over the bar. Ooh, barely made it over that low bar. A little low there. Cast a handstand. Giant full pirouette over the top. And it's Tkachev, a reverse hecht. Setting up for her dismount. Giant toe on, front with a half dismount. Should score well.
Amanda Borden, 6 years on the national team, a member of 3 world championship teams.
Captain of America's 1996 women's gymnastics team, Amanda Borden.
Here's her giant full pirouette over the bar, right into a Tkachev, a reverse hecht. Very difficult combination. Her dismount's a toe on, front flip with a half turn, easy landing.
And the score.
And it's a 9.90 for Amanda Borden. Coming up, 2-time world champion Shannon Miller. Don't go away.
I get asked all the time, you know, which means more, the team gold or the individual gold, and I don't really think there's any way I could ever decide. Each was very special in its own way. You know, the one for being with the team, it took all of us to achieve that, and we made history winning the gold medal as a team. But for me personally, winning the gold medal on the beam the last day, my last opportunity after a little bit of trouble the few days before, was also a great achievement for me.
Quite an achievement indeed. Shannon, also the only American in history to win back-to-back world championship all-around titles.
And it was really nice to see her win that individual gold medal to go along with that team gold medal. Here's her full over the bar, into a Ganger, nicely done. Free hip, half turn. Full over the bar, nice Tkachev. So far, she's just right on track. Kip up, let's see what her dismount is. Giant, and a little different than she did in Atlanta. Toe on, front with a half.
Nice landing.
She'll score very well, though, with these rolls. Get a very high score on this routine.
Shannon's been busy with other things since the Olympics. She's taking classes at the University of Oklahoma, and she's the national spokesperson for the Children's Miracle Network.
Her first release move is a flyaway half turn. It's called a Ganger, named after the German gymnast that did it first. Now, the one thing different from her routine in Atlanta was her dismount here. She does a toe on, front with a half turn, a little bit easier dismount than she did before, but still does it quite well.
And the judges liked what they saw. 9.95 for Shannon Miller. Dominique Moceanu, this is her least favorite event. Her parents, Camelia and Dimitri, were Romanian gymnasts.
However, Andre, just because someone doesn't like an event
doesn't mean she isn't good
doesn't mean they can't be good at it, so. Nice reverse hecht. Giant into a Ganger. Wow, almost didn't catch the bar on that one. Quite far from the bar, but still, that made it look even nicer. Here's her Giant. And double layout dismount to a great landing.
Well, she's just 15 years old, but she's also an author. She co-authored her autobiography, An American Champion. She's actually number 7 on the New York Times bestseller list at one point.
Here's her release. It's a Ganger flyaway half turn. Shoots over the low bar.
The 94 junior national champion, the 95 senior national champion.
Double layout dismount. She really whips this one around.
In the World Championships, the only American to win
Nice landing.
individual medal.
And Moceanu with another 9.95.